What was one of the consistent things that you felt gave you the courage to use all of the everything that you had learned from the table stakes of financial acumen, and then be confident enough to make those consistent changes? And what would you tell an aspiring CFO, how to be able to not be afraid of the diversity of types of opportunities that could come their way? Because I know you said you loved your KPMG experience, could have seen yourself as a partner there someday.
Right.
So, do you have any advice for aspiring CFOs?
Well, I mean, it's advice for aspiring CFOs. I think it's advice in general for really any career. And I've always been fortunate to have an occupational curiosity and a willingness to do anything. Which goes back to being a teenager. I mean, I sold pretzels on the street corners of Philadelphia. When I sold out on my pretzels, I would help the flour guy, even though I made no money from the flour guy, but I had nothing else to do other than wait for the guy to pick me up who dropped me off in the morning. So I might as well be productive. You get to know people. And again, I watched my dad just, he was no titan of industry or anything, but just watched the way he approached things. And so occupational curiosity, the willingness to do whatever. I worked in an Acme Markets for 7 years in Northeast Philadelphia, and I became known as somebody who would do anything. And that's why I bagged groceries. I was a cashier. I was a produce guy. I even got my own knife, which was pretty special. I would work the night crew. I'd use the scrubber at night. So the more you do, the more you learn. And I'm not saying I did all those things well, because I certainly crashed the scrubber machine, but and that just extended into my career.